putting a 2J in this and taking this to the track today, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We out here at Monroe Evergreen Speedway testing out the RC. Drove it for the first time out of the shop today. We already out here at the track. Hopefully it don't catch on fire.
A few moments later.
I'm on fire!
Okay.
It's all right, you're not on fire! I knew it, you're lying! I'm burned! Oh my God, help me, I don't want to die! Oh, stop!
We at the new Monroe E85 station. It's a pop-up, nobody knows. Usually make a post on Instagram, let everyone know where we're gonna be at, but
don't have the capacity.
We don't got much fuel, so it's an invite only. You put the pump back, don't want to drive off with this. I made this shit, bro. I didn't buy this.
Built, not bought.
Oh yeah. E46 inner tie rods, LS 430 steering rack, IS 350 lower control arms.
It's like a Frankenstein.
S14 rear shocks, because the IS 350 coilovers were the shock was too short. I think it's because the body in the back of the four-door, like where it mounts into the body, is a lot lower. And on this car is a lot higher, so the shock was like too short. Monster truck fitment, so I'm definitely gonna have to fix that when I get back to the shop. But I kind of just eyeballed the length of the coilover and just sent it, and we'll adjust that because I can live in here right now.
You ready to get some?
I'm gonna try. Do my best. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing my best.
And I just work here.
I think it's hitting a TPS limit when you go full throttle. I might have to reset it. I think the pedal's going too far past 100 and it's throwing at air.
Oh,
My
gotcha.
other car did that. Yeah, I got no throttle input.
That's crazy.
That's like one bad thing about drive-by-wire. Like another thing that could be a problem. Very, very rare will a cable snap. I just gotta get the laptop and plug into it. It probably got an air.
Okay.
75 throttle, E-throttle limit exceeded DC.
Yeah, just re-sync it then.
I tried to do that out there and it wouldn't.
Just run a recount.
It
Like the stupidest thing could happen
Yeah.
on this.
It's like sucks because
It's reading.
that's the pedal though.
Okay.
This is the pedal, the sensor on the pedal.
Yeah.
So the motor, the gears, and that actual throttle body.
Or toast.
Yeah, maybe the boost stripped the gears, like pushing against the throttle plate. I don't know. Like I've never had this problem before.
It's just when you pop it off from like this side, I feel like it chips the plastic a little bit, and it like makes them easier to fall off in the Oh yeah, that shit's cooked. Not the bottom one.
Oh.
That fucker. That's crazy.
Is it okay for us to do just one more?
Just a lap.
Just one lap.
Wow! Okay! Yes, sir!
Yeah, thank you. Caution, men at work.
Back from the event, back to work on the RC. Got a couple things to finish up before DriftCon tomorrow. Yesterday was the first time driving the car. Pulled out of the shop. Everything worked pretty good. Loaded it up, brought it to the track, putted around at the test day just so I'm somewhere where I can kind of do whatever and not worry about getting pulled over. Not that I care about driving on the street, but I don't want to get pulled over for just something dumb. And if something happened, I don't want to be on the street with a fire extinguisher or whatever, you know. But yesterday I didn't have the dash or the seat in, so I'm going to get the seat put back in here. I got the AIM dash in here, the stock dash in here that's all cut up. Later today, I'm gonna make a little bracket to hold my switches here. I got the aim dash all wired in, so that will be good. Check this out. Okay. All right, and check this out. All right, we back from the track day from DriftCon, and we're back for some redemption to show you this push button start actually works. Just got the car in the trailer now, leaving it here. Waiting for my new brakes from, actually I'm not gonna tell you where they're from, but I'm waiting for my brakes to come and we'll do a video on installing those. That's pretty much the last thing I want to put on, preferably before we dyno tune it. Our boy Freddy Spec Tune is gonna get in there, punch some numbers, put down some power, probably something safe like 600-ish, just to shake the car down, and then when he's here, maybe during FD, or if we fly him up, we'll go ahead and crank it to the moon, see what she makes. The next track day is going to be May 12th, I believe, but we're trying to get a dyno tune by then, and hopefully my brakes show up this week like they said they would. That way we can get those on there and the car isn't so sketchy, because whatever reason these stock brakes this ain't it. Right now I have the hydro in line to these stock calipers, which are single piston. The fronts are 4 piston, so the foot brake works pretty decent, but the handbrake, since I got it teed in line, it's kind of like it's obviously going to backfeed into the foot brake for the rear master cylinder. And with the Tilton setup, it's kind of weird. Like to me, it seems like it's pushing the fluid past the rear master cylinder, because there's two. There's a front master cylinder on the Tilton and a rear master cylinder. They're like completely divorced. But anyways, let's connect the battery, see if the thing will actually do the thing. Justin, you can climb on this side. I'll switch to the other side. I don't know if you noticed. Maybe get a shot of how tight this damn thing is in the trailer.
I'm still rolling right now.
I might have to do one of those monster truck things where you put the trailer wheels on, you know what I'm saying, when you're towing it in there, and then you swap them out, because it's a pain to get this thing in here. I'm in the middle of installing a winch on my buddy Ty's trailer, and I'm installing one on this trailer. That way I can slowly just creep it in here. Because right now, riding the clutch is not it. Like, this clutch is not cheap, and I don't want to be replacing them just because I'm wearing it out, pulling it in and out of the trailer. Let's just see if I install this button right. So before, this chassis wiring in here was set up for power triggers. So every time you're engaging the start button, it's basically triggering the relay with power. Now this factory button is probably 5-volt control, because it's probably CAN bus, and it probably didn't like the 12 volts. I had a feeling it wasn't gonna like it, but it worked like the first 3 or 4 times, so I thought I just sent it. And then the last time when I went to show you guys on camera, it completely was dead. It just smoked it. We took it out. I went to try it again. It was literally smoking. I was like, ah, shit. So I instantly got on eBay. I was like, I gotta get another one. But I'm like, wait, hold on. Let me just try to see if there's any other circuits that are still working off this button. And I actually found 2 pins right next to it, and I rewired the relay, so this is just triggering the ground to the relay. And now we're gonna see if I did it right and if it still works, because it was working before. We're good. Redemption. It's pretty cool. And I was able to remove 1 button from this rocker panel. That way, you know, it's just this much narrow, because I only had a certain amount of width here, and it would have fit, but the start button would have been like right behind the e-brake, and it's already pretty tight here. So, and I got a cool little USB thing. Got to get this thing working still. A little charger. The last time I was talking about making up this, I am gonna powder coat it, because right now I spray painted it, just because the powder coating takes usually weeks. But it's attached to the door bar, and it's pretty solid. Like, you can pull on the dash. It's not going nowhere. So got a cool little bracket for all the switches. Ignition turns on. That's the first button. Dash turns on. Still got to set up all the functions. Nothing works when you take this out of the box, so that's great. So you got to install another software from AIM to get this to work, and then all the other stuff works. Fuel turns on. This is the lights. That's power steering. That's the water pump, and this is the turn signals. Maybe Justin will go to the back and get some shots of the turn signals. Yeah, actually. That's kind of a flex. Unnecessary, but kind of a flex. now we're back to talk about the S15 and what happened. Why did it leave me stranded when I was going to do my run? I was ready. You guys saw it all. I was ready to throw down, or try to. So yeah, this is the throttle body that failed. So from this view, everything is good. All the gears are here. When you pop this guy off, these are the 2 gears that basically broke.
Left the chat.
And then it instantly threw this thing into limp mode. Luckily, these have springs in them, so as soon as there's a problem, they default shut. So you don't go wide open. You end up taking off and panic and not pushing the clutch and kill the car and end up crashing and hurting yourself. So all we basically had to do, slap a new one on there and recalibrate the throttle body. It would be cool if at some point somebody made like maybe like a metal one of these, because like this seems kind of weird, but it seems pretty involved because you got little contacts and stuff popping through. The spring connects to it there, but I'm sure anyone could either cast one or make it out of metal. This one's metal, so that would be nice, because that kind of sucked. It basically wasted the last 2 hours of the day. And yeah, you can kind of see it kind of tore up this gear as well. You can see where it was kind of chipping away at it, knocked down some of the edges of the gear. But yeah, so I guess this would be one of the downfalls of drive-by-wire. But you know, anything can happen. I got a buddy that snapped 2 of this actual shaft on just a regular cable throttle, and he's kind of fed up, so he's going to switch to at least another, you know, manufacturer throttle body. But other than that, the car's still running good. It's ready for the next track day now. That's going to be, like I said, on the 12th. So this car will be out there. The RC will be out there, hopefully tuned with brakes. And yeah, so we got this rolled out today. Maybe do some street cruising. Maybe talk about where this thing has been and where the 2J GR86 went. Maybe we'll do a full video on that if you guys are interested. Comment down below. I know maybe some of you saw Larry's video, but you didn't see our video. You didn't see completely, you know, from my point of view, what it took to put this thing together. Also, DriftCon, we went ahead and entered this in after I fixed the throttle body. I fixed the throttle body, street drove it to DriftCon. Well, it won Best of Show. Pretty cool. It was drifting, you know, 2 days before, and then street drove it there, won Best of Show, and then now it's ready to throw down again. Make sure you stay tuned. Like, comment, subscribe. Do it. See this stuff, you know. Maybe there's some other stuff, you know. Maybe give them a little peek. Give them a little peek. What's through the garage right there.